Hello everyone. I neglected whatever this channel long enough. So I'm gonna share some shower thoughts about tradition, but not tradition specifically. Although we will touch on that at the end. Uh, Specifically in the church, but also in general. So this is gonna sound like totally like off topic for this channel, but I have certain interest for martial arts and self defense, and in the world of martial arts, there is like this kind of a bit arbitrary um, division between m- modern martial arts and uh, traditional martial arts. So traditional martial arts are like different styles of kung fu, um, karate, uh, taekwondo, etc. And the modern martial arts are the one that you will see more often used in MMA. So, Jiu-Jitsu, um, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, um, kickboxing, uh, Muay Thai, although Muay Thai is also traditional, that's why it's kind of arbitrary, but whatever. Um, so, delving into this kind of space, there is a lot of from the modern martial arts crew. There is a lot of backlash against the traditional martial arts, especially when you get to like um, aikido and stuff like that, which are, to be honest, um, difficult to find a practical application. But in inquiring um, in this um, world, by the way, I practice some karate before. I practice some boxing. I practice some jiu-jitsu. I, I, I am very bad at jiu-jitsu. I didn't learn nothing, but well, um, um, I'm trying to be more disciplined and hopefully get better in the find time to really practice something like kickboxing or something similar. So I found this karate black belt uh, called Ian Abernethy. His name has a weird spelling, and he has an interest take in what it means to be like traditional. Like um, he tries to recover the importance of the kata, the forms, you may recognize the kata as these sort of dances that the sort of movements, um, sequence of movements that are practiced in traditional martial arts. And um, try to go to the original sources, so people who brought karate out of Japan and how they uh, actually apply these the different techniques in there. And one of the funny things is that often you will find that the explanation for why you sometimes turn around, like you're here but you turn to face to your right or to your left, is because there's like an attacker there for some reason. And the karate masters of the past actually made fun of this notion of this kind of this misunderstanding. But this misunderstanding is now the norm. So it is funny, but also kind of tragic. Um, and I found very interesting about that, um, how he views um, all the like formalities that um, the like you will find in a karate class that often is repeated for the sake of being repeated. And his approach is often see, okay, why is this here? if, if this has a higher purpose, we can maintain it, we can um, it's fine to use it. But if it's really just a distortion of a, tradition of the past, we should get rid of it simply. For example, calling your master sensei or just master of, or all of that, like Japanese language sometimes can be like cool, but um, can also be unnecessary. And also recuperate what the kata movements sort of actually are supposed to represent, which uh, which is often more about grappling than we give it credit for. But that knowledge kind of got lost in the way because um, there was like a lack of practice of this movement in like sparring situations, for example. So that's why you get uh, often traditional martial artists, karate students that actually don't know how to defend themselves. Okay, I promise this is I'm going somewhere with this. Um, and I really like this quote. Tradition, the role of being traditional is not to keep a bunch of embers or the ashes, but to um, make sure that the fire is never extinguished. So, how this relate to the church? So, oftentimes, traditions of the past are done just because, or are done in spite of its um, harmful effects. And the example that I will give is controversial, obviously, on both ends, both from the Lutheran perspective and also the Roman Catholic, because I am not completely opposed to the prayers to the saints. Um, but I think the sort of devotion and the excessive veneration in some of these prayers can be misleading, especially to the laity. And this is not just me speculating. I see it. Like, I live in Chile, and we are a Catholic country, um, and we don't have it that bad as other Catholic countries, but it's still pretty bad. Like, the call to the saints, people, and to the Virgin Mary, people go wild with it, like absolutely wild with it, to the point that sometimes you have priests like having to clarify that some misunderstanding, which is pretty cool, and I props for that. I remember going to a Catholic mass like a few weeks ago, and the priest actually like um, said, "Mary can't save you." People apparently look at him weird, and he said, "I see that some of you are, uh, are distressed by this statement, something like that. But but the Blessed Virgin Mary point us to Christ, who is our Redemptor and our Savior." So uh, that was very cool coming from a Roman Catholic priest. A definitely more theological, theologically, I will say, prepared, or just precise, or um, uh, just doing a good work in in um bringing that out, which is often a problem here in Latin America. In Latin America, um, and and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because often, um, because the tradition of keeping relics from saints, um, and like um, going to see those relics, um, and then eventually, although prayer to the saints show very early, now the discussion is, was this a widespread um, practice? I don't know. Um, it's whatever. Um, but as you go on in history, um, you have certain displacement of uh, Christ, and a kind of a more Marian and kind of a Marian centric uh, devotion. That is very problematic in my eyes. So, so in that case, if a tradition goes corrupted and is no longer like fulfilling the function that it's supposed to do, well, we should get rid of it. Like, we don't. It is often very frustrating to have like uh, traditions for tradition's sake. Like, the mindset should be what was the original function of this tradition, and then respect that purpose, not the external action itself. Um, that doesn't mean that I'm like low church, or something. I am very in favor of as higher of a liturgy as we can. Um, I even like the altar facing the wall, and the priest or the pastor like not facing the public but facing the altar. Like, um, I really like those details, but it, there's another there's for another video. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I hope it made sense, and it wasn't too boring. So see you in the next one, if there is a next one.